And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, run, a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Here's Pirine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Packers.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now this throw caught left side. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, Love. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, it's Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That was second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook
these
back
two
up
teams
with
making their
Jonathan
final
Coachman
adjustments
for
before
EA
coming
Sports
out for the
halftime
second
report.
half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Wilson.
That's caught left side by Judy.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Play action. Now Wilson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Wilson. Flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Left. Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. Yo, run it. 12.
To throw is Wilson. Being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, Perine. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So stranger things have happened.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The kick by Maher is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First down, Love to pass. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Ready?
First down, Packers.
Hey, move. Ready?
And inside give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Running right, Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The give is to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Love with a give to Dillon. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
throwing now. Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Love to throw for it on 4th. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Josiah DeGuara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th